As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
This country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the war.
I am a millionaire. It's a weird thing to hear, right? I tell you, it's a weird thing to say. I am a fucking millionaire. Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't fucking have it. They say money can't buy happiness. Look at the fucking smile on my face. Ear to ear, baby.
There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time. So you listen to me and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Just pick up that phone and speak the words that I have taught you, and I will make you richer than the most powerful CEO in the United States of fucking America.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works. Greed clarifies, cuts through, and captures the essence of the evolutionary spirit.
But then again, what's the point of having fuck you money if you never say fuck you?
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only. You think I'm with you? I am not with you. A, B, C. A always B, B, C closing. Always be closing. Always be closing. A-I-D-A. Attention, interest, decision, action. Attention. Do I have your attention? Interest. Are you interested? I know you are, because it's fuck or walk. You close or you hit the bricks. Decision. Have you made your decision for Christ? And action.
It's because the code is wrong. Asked him to go against the DNA, which is telling each of you to be greedy. Yes, be hungry, subjugate and conquer. That's what we are. Capitalism harnesses that better than any other economic model on earth. Everything we have is because of capitalism. Because someone had an incentive to get up off his ass, to out-invent, to out-earn, yes, and to subjugate others. Less capable, less intelligent, less ambitious, less lucky, to make those capitalistic dreams come true. As will you, soon enough.
With all due respect, nobody has ever been richer than you are at this moment.
I have no money to spare.
What would it take? I mean, what would it take for you to feel secure?
More.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving! The show goes on!
Hey, hold on. Jeffrey is in the house. Jeffrey's in the house. By the way, first of all, Ann Shuvora, welcome into the club of the membership. Jennifer Tomasino, nice Irish name. Michael Esposito, Hunker Daskalas, Rhonda McCracken. Welcome to the memberships. On that note, I love it. So welcome on. Happy Thursday. Couple things real quick. If you need tutoring, I'm here for you. I have, if you go to Series 7 exam, Olivia Wham. That's a great name, Olivia Wham. If you need help, we have tutoring. I have series7exam.org. It's me. I have Jeff with the custom study plans, which are great. A lot of people love using them. A lot of people love using his stuff because he really gets them on the right track. And sometimes they use him for a couple times. They use him once, and then they never hear from him again. And they call back a week later. Hey, I passed. The plan worked. So sometimes they don't even need tutoring after that. I have three other two. I have Mason, who can do the 79 or the 86. I have Michael, who can do the SIE. I have Mike, who has the same last name as me, who can do all the exams. And I have Arseny, who's young and hyper, and he's passionate, and he loves his shit, and he can do all the exams also. And then if you don't need our shit, okay? If you don't need our shit, okay? And maybe you don't like my style, whatever it is, go check out Michael Weiss over at Series70examtutor.com. He's fantastic. 2 more things. Now, that's the money shit. Now we get out of the a little more money stuff. If you want to join, if you feel that you're alone, if you're alone and you feel like you need a little help and you want to be with somebody, be with me every Friday night at 6 p.m. For a mere $25, you can spend an hour with me, just me and 14 to 15 other people. Okay. All help.
It's dishwasher safe.
And what?
And it's dishwasher safe.
It's dishwasher safe and no tariffs. Okay. The other thing is, by the way, seriously, it's like $25 a month, and we meet every Friday night and it's for the 6566. It's not this shit show that we have on here, which is just for fun. I do this for fun. The Friday nights is serious stuff, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern, because as Billy and I say, it's the time zone that matters, Eastern. And we go over, you bring your shit in, you bring your questions, we go over them. It's Kaplan, Past Perfect, ST, or Achievable, any of these. On that note, if you guys need another vendor, please go check out Achievable. I have links for their stuff in most of my videos, except for the lives. And they know what he teaches his stuff better than them. They have a study plan. It's optimized for your phone. It's great. Okay. Now, free stuff. Go check out Brandon Rith over at Basic Wisdom. He's really good. Smooth talker. Good stuff. He'll get you excited. He's pretty entertaining. And he doesn't curse like me. But he is entertaining, and he's I guess he's not so what's the best way to say it? He's not bad on the eyes, I'll put it that way. Okay.
There's a comment that just came in. Okay, I'm going to throw it up here. This is just funny. I just think 200 if I book 2 separate hours.
Yeah, no, I think you want the discount, right? Right. So that's fine. You know what? Seriously, my brother do it. He's a little bit of a whore. He'll definitely do it. Here's what you do. Let's do this. I'm gonna Cesare, go on my website, hit the message me shit. Either reach out to Jeff or me. Jeff has an email somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So while Jeff puts his email in there, go reach out to him, and he'll hook you up with Mike. He'll do it. He'll just send you an invoice if you turn your bucks, and then you can do it. Carter, I promise I go over the federal coverage security. I will not. So the Friday night things are $25 a month. That means every Friday you're paying $8 to hang out with me. How great is that? Okay. That's the membership rate. And then so Cesare, email Jeff tonight, and he'll hook you up with my brother. That's Mike. And he will, he'll cut a deal with you. I don't think he'll have a problem with that. Okay. Baby needs a 2 pair of shoes, so he'll always do stuff to help you out. Okay. Now, last free thing. The FINRA, see it strong across the bottom. FINRA NASAA Exam Test Prep Network. It is the best Facebook group you could ever get for all these exams. It is outstanding. So many people in there. Almost 8,000 people in there. Super supportive. It's organic. I go on there, answer questions, but there's 3 other tutors on there. They don't even bring up that they're tutors. I just know that they are. They're giving questions. They're helping each other out. I got 50 to 60 people who passed the exam who stay in because they love the community. And as I say to everyone, yeah, we support you when you pass, and it's yippee, hop, play music for you, all that shit. That's not when you need me. That's good. You already know you're good. It's when you're struggling and you're failing. That's when you need the support. And that's a problem. It's hard to ask for help. So call this hotline. No, it's hard to ask for help. So what you have to do is you go in there, you post, you can do an anonymous post and say, I'm struggling, I'm sucking up, I can't do it. But guys, I'm going to tell you right now, as far as studying goes, and we have some good questions in here. Cesare, he can do the 65, 66, absolutely. Email Jeff, he'll tell you what he can do. This shit sucks. This studying, look, I do it all day. I know how bad it is, okay? I literally do it all day. Tonight is the boring night, right? Tonight is the soul-sucking state regulations from NASA that just wants to make it up, jump out a window. Or burn the book, and it's just horrible. So this is what I tell everyone, embrace the suck. Deal with it, suck it up. It's gonna suck. You're gonna have to deal with it. It's 30 days out of your life. Just get through it. and just power through it. And like I keep saying, and it's not, I'm the only one to say it. If it wasn't hard, if it's not worth it, it's not hard. There's a better way to say that. But if it was easy, everyone would do it. It's not, you have to think about this one. This is a privilege to be able to do this. It is 100% a privilege to take these tests. It's a shitty privilege, but it is a privilege. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. Alyssa, we're going to get to you. I am 8 minutes behind. Let's see if I can keep to it. Okay. Carter Glenn. Let's talk about federal covered securities. So I have a video, first of all. I'm going to talk about it. And Toilet Pepe will get to you. So federal coverage, I have the video called Can I Sell a Security? It's all about qualified, not qualified, qualification, coordination. But here's the thing. Federal coverage securities do not have to register in the state level ever, 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 under no circumstances. They are exempt securities. That's like treasuries, munis from another state, stock exchange stuff, mutual funds, all the stuff like that. But it's better to think of it this way. What are exempt securities? Okay, exempt securities never have to register. So federal coverage securities may or may not have to register on the federal level. So like treasuries, they don't register anywhere. Munis in your state are not federal, but Carter, if you buy a muni in a state that you don't live in, it's a federal coverage security, but it doesn't register because it's a muni. Commercial paper is exempt. It's not federally covered. Mutual funds are exempt, but they got to register on the SEC level, not the state. But they have to do notice filing in the state. So mutual funds and Reg D are federally covered, but both of them have to notice file in the state. They don't register. They notice file. Stock exchange, exempt, doesn't notice file. Selling all your shit to qualified purchasers, which is people with 5 million or more. That's not federal. I don't know if it's federal covered, but it's definitely exempt. Might be federal. I think it is federally covered, but it's definitely exempt. It's more important to learn what's exempt, right? So treasuries, munis, bank, all these are issuers. Treasuries, munis, banks, utilities, common carriers, commercial paper, charitable religious nonprofit, stock exchange, investment companies. Selling to Reg D, Reg A Tier 2, and selling to qualified purchasers. Those are all exempt. Remember that none of them ever, under any circumstances, ever register in the state. Hope that helps a little bit, Carter. Find my video where I talk about, it's like one of the earlier videos. I think it's called Can I Sell a Security? Find the 65-66 playlist. Okay. Toilet paper. Okay. Now, no math questions. 17 out of 30. Okay. That's, by the way, client investments and risks and strategies. That's suitability. You got to beat it up. But yeah, man, go take the 63. You got to, you missed it by 2 points. Go bang that 63. And Andrew, we're going to get you. Go get the 63. You can probably take this like Wednesday. You could probably take it fucking Monday. If you want to take the 63, get that shit out of the way while it's still fresh. Hammer the regs. Go book this. Take it Tuesday. Get the win under your belt. And then take the 65 like in 10 days. And boom, you're done. Yes, definitely go into the 63. Andrea, that's awesome. Now, look, I love that. So you must not be working anywhere yet, or you're not there yet because you're doing or are you you might be at the one place that I teach. So congrats on the SIE. What I don't get is a lot of these IAs, and I have to look up and see if it's a thing. They're making older people take the SIE before the 65. I don't think that's a FINRA thing. So I don't think it works for the IAs, but maybe they're doing it to warm them up for the to get ready for the 65. Okay. But since you did pass the SIE, gotta have a little rock. Boom, baby, Andrea, that is outstanding. Let's keep it rolling. Rolling. Okay, you got so much time. Joanne Z, you got a lot of time, baby. That's some real shit. Okay. So you're taking 27, that's 13 days. You should be finishing up. The book should be done. You should be almost done with your chapter exams, okay? You absolutely should be almost done with your chapter exams. You should be taking finals like starting in like 2-3 days. Maybe if you're done with your practice exams, maybe go back and just read the sections you're not sure of. Read the recommendations. Read the investment advisory clients. Read some of the reg stuff. Just add knowledge, and then when you bang into the finals, you'll be rocking and rolling. Okay. So again, the Friday meetings are $25 a month. Okay. Howard, I need a little bit more info. Well, the recommendations are, if you've been studying, just take finals and take some practice and then finals. If you haven't been studying, well, what the fuck's wrong with you? So you gotta get so that's what I'm saying, Howard. I need a little bit more information. Come back to me, baby. Okay. My series is Saturday at 8. Whoa. Okay. Alyssa, baby. Oh, no, you're great. Tomorrow's Friday, right? I keep forgetting the days, right? So whenever it goes, I'm taking a Saturday. In my mind, it's like 5 days away. It's like, nope, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, don't take any tests. Tomorrow, go over the ethics, watch videos. I have some quick and dirty videos. Watch those, relax. If you want to take a test tomorrow, that's fine, but I'm not a fan of it. I don't think you should. I think your best bet is go over, watch videos, read the ethics. Always read the ethics, okay? Anytime you take in the 63, 65, or 66, yes. 65 and 66, you want to take, you want to make sure you go over the trust estates, but also the ethics. Ethics is all over these tests. Okay. Okay, now. Sounds like me in the 90s. No, I'm kidding. Okay. How much do you charge? Okay, so now. Good evening. By the way, Cesar, I'm $200 an hour. But my tutors are all between, my other tutors that can do the 65, 66 are between 95 and 120. Hold on. Somebody mentioned something. I want to see if he's still in here. Okay. It says, yeah, we're going to get you through this, I promise. Okay. But here, Samuel. Where's Samuel? Oh, he's not on here, but I saw him on the YouTube. Samuel, you're scoring in the 80s. Go take this fucking test. You're ready. Don't wait it. Don't wait. Just go take it. Okay. Yes, I remember that. Now I got it. Okay. Could you please clarify what okay. Here's the deal on this. Under the federal law, but here's the thing. Under federal law, testimonies are allowed with disclosures, like whether they're qualified, who they are, did you pay them or not, stuff like that. Under state law, they're not allowed. However, a state can follow the SEC rules. So under SEC rules, testimonials are allowed. Under NASAA, they're not. But there are states who decide to follow the SEC rule on testimonials and allow it. But the assumption is under NASAA and state rules, the administrators, the answer is no testimonials on the state level, yes on the federal level. Okay. Mauricio. One, it's NASAA night, not FINRA night. But two, tips. Study. Is that what you mean? No, Mauricio, I'm just fucking with you. Make sure you read the book. Make sure you go over the questions. Make sure you do final. Do one final a day. Review the shit out of it. When you review a final, make sure that your review takes longer than it took to take the test. Go over every question, right or wrong. Google it. Look it up in the book. Whatever it is. Even if you got it right, make sure you got it right for the right reason. But here's the thing. When you're getting close for the SIE, everyone who's getting close for the SIE, even though it's NASAA, make sure that you're solid on investment risk, like interest rate risk, reinvestment risk, systematic, non-systematic, all that shit. And what the register rep can and cannot do. FINRA rules, associated person rules, prohibited activities, all that shit. Right, I remember that. I do remember you on there. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. No one's taking the SIE here, but I do an SIE class every Wednesday night. It's like $15 a month. It's fucking cheap. I'm literally giving that shit away. Now, sometimes I teach it. Sometimes I have one of the other teachers do it. But it's literally, last night, one person showed up. So it's almost like a private lesson. And I have a couple of people paid. They just don't show up. Samarth. Okay. That's fine. But don't blow off economics and don't blow off investment vehicles. Samarth, I think I remember it was on the class. Don't blow off investment vehicle characteristics. I know that a lot of people think, oh, I got it. Don't think that way. The regs are important. but so are the economic stuff and investment vehicles. That's where people get held. Okay. Oh, okay. No, Cesare. I'll explain it. You go on my YouTube. It's not my website. It's on the YouTube. Okay. For the 65, I like either Kaplan or STC. Here's my thing. I love Achievable way they teach it. So if you really want to go top notch, get the Achievable program and buy the Kaplan QBank. That's your best. If you want one program, get STC. But if you want to do a little mix and match and get the best of the best, get the Achievable program to learn and take the Kaplan QBank. Look, if I could tell you to buy the STC QBank, I would, but they don't sell just the QBank. You have to buy the whole package. Okay, you have to buy the whole package. Okay.
It's kind of like getting a Whopper and then driving across the street to get McDonald's French fries.
Yeah, because Burger King fries suck.
That's why you get their onion rings.
Yeah, I'm not an onion. I can't do onions. No. So it is what it is. So do you know, though, real quick, because I don't have a lot of questions here yet, but do you remember the story I told you about the mortgage, that whole fucking 10-year thing I went through, right? You were there for some of it, right? Yeah. So I was telling my Anna's class today. Yesterday I told the story, and they come back and go, they said it's still it still makes them anxious. They're thinking about it. Like it bothered them so much. Not that it just like the stress, like just that stress. So I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm trying to fill in time here. Okay, so now, Cesare. If the Friday calls are not on my website, they are on. If you go on the YouTube channel and look for the member, it says join, not membership, join. Look for join. You hit that, and then you hit the serious study method, and boom, there it is. And then we meet Friday nights, baby. Okay. Not the website. Hey, Ken, Melissa, and oh, I know. So look, I get it. That's interesting. I'd have to learn the insurance a little bit. I know the insurance, but I don't teach it. I don't teach it. And look, I know I think she's really good at what she does. She's talking about the insurance queen. Whenever somebody takes insurance, instead of me learning it, I go, she's good at it. I don't need to know what to add to it. I guess I could try to do an hour-long, just big time thing on that. That'd be interesting. I should put on my list. But it's such a short turnaround. Like this, like you get this SIE, you get the 7, you get the 63, 65, or the 66, and you beg on the insurance like it takes 2 weeks. I think she's good. Nobody's me. That's the thing. Nobody has my style. My savoir-faire. Okay. Noah. Okay. Pass the SMA, and you pass the 65 today. That is outstanding. That is very, very good. I love that. So the 63 is going to be, if you go hard, the 63 is going to be like a joke to that.
One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
So, oh my God, you're ready. You got an 85 on Kaplan? Kaplan's so much harder. You're ready. Wait.
QBank.
But this is the one thing in the middle I'm not a fan of. You didn't read the book? I mean, the only problem is the Kaplan book is really long. Like if you said you had the STC book, I'd be like, you have no excuse not to read it because it's 130 pages. You can bang that out in a day. If you can try to read it, it would really help. But if you're scoring high on this stuff, you're probably fine. Yeah, I mean, the 60, and the other thing is, you have the 65, so you had to read all that stuff already. So I guess it's not a big deal. But the 63, the regs questions are so much easier than the 65 and 66. Like ridiculously easier. Okay. So the difference between the 65 and the 63. The 65 has regs, only like 30% of it. They have business vehicle, you know this, and then they have investment vehicles. Literally, the 63 is all two things: regs and ethics. That's it. Regulations and ethics. but it's not more than that. So that's why if you did well on it, if you felt you okay on the 65 with the regs, you'll be fine on this. You might get a couple longer questions, but everyone seems to think the 63 is multiples easier than the 65. Okay. Gear grinder. Oh, that's outstanding. Took 74 gear. That means you're going to be ready, right? I'll see you tomorrow night. We'll go over it, but that's awesome. Remember to bring all your take screenshots of the ones you got wrong, and we can go over any ones that you don't understand. We can go over them tomorrow night. That's a great score, kid. That's a really good score. How am I supposed to say it? Caesar? I can call you Caesar. Hail Caesar. I can do that. Okay. Caesar sounds more fun, doesn't it? But you're not old enough. Jeff, there was a movie with Caesar. Do you remember that? There was a movie with Caesar that was one of like 4 movies.
Which one?
And it wasn't about Romans. You might be too young for it. He led a revolt against the humans. Planet of the Apes.
Oh, okay.
The original, not the Marky Mark ones. The original ones from the 70s. I think Caesar was the kid of Cornelius and the other one, and they went back in time and then whatever. Okay. But it was good. Okay, when is the Zoom for the 66? Friday at 6 p.m. And guys, if you're going to join, make sure you join through the YouTube. And I suggest you do it on a laptop, not a phone. Because if you do it on a phone, you're going to pay an extra 30% or whatever. And I sell my Apple, so I don't care if you do the extra 30% now. Okay. See, look at this. I agree. Especially when it's like 1 or 2 people in the class. It's easy stuff. Okay. Okay. Thoughts on Test Geek. Devin, I like him. I like Brian Lee is a good teacher. His stuff, some of his videos are good. They're a little old, but they're fine. But his tests are pretty good. His tests are good. The videos are good. I think he only has 1 test for the exam, but it's solid. It gives you a good feel. And his videos will explain stuff. I think my stuff are good. Okay. So I'm going to, after Gear Grinder, I think Cesare has some fighting words. And Andrea. What the fuck? Are you thinking of the chicken fries? Okay. Okay, sorry. Gear, I'll get to you in a second. This is important. What? What?
It's a bowl.
I mean, they're cooked in vegetable oil, not even like pig fat, which is what the McDonald's ones are. Like, okay, so even the McDonald's fries, they're I think unless they change it, they're thin. I hate Wendy's fries; they're the worst. But I don't know. Who would have thought we'd go into fries on this? I have to disagree. I have to respectfully disagree with you.
I respectfully disagree.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree. Yeah. They're a racist. No, I'm kidding. Call you a racist because you don't like Burger King. You like Burger King fries. Okay. Now, all we could talk about. Can we talk about qualified investors? Okay, that's fair. Okay. So, if you are a qualified investor, client, you are for sure accredited. So here's the deal. So I think I did a qualified video. A qualified investor is someone who has either 1.1 AUM with you or 2.2 liquid net worth. Either one. They're qualified. And what's the only thing you get out of that? Well, you get to do you could charge them performance-based fees. That's it. You can charge them performance-based fees and onward. Okay. Now, accredited, here's the thing. The accredited really has no standing in the state. The state allows you no leeway for accredited. So like when they talk about private placements, right? So you do a private placement, not the Reg D, the state level private placement, limited offering. It's as many institutional, but only up to 10 retail. So the problem there is that Elon Musk is retail. So he doesn't get anything. He's surely accredited, but that doesn't mean anything. So they're considered on the retail side. The state doesn't really have any meaning for accredited. That's more for Reg D and some sort of, and like a Reg A and crowdfunding and stuff. So accredited go 1, 2, 3 accredited. 1, 2, 3 accredited. 1 million net worth, or not net worth, or 200 single or 300 miserable. I mean married. 1, 2, 3 accredited. 1 million net worth, 200 single, 300 as a joint or married. Okay. Or you have the Series 7, which hope a lot of people on here have. Or if you have the Series 65, which you're all going to have, the 66 doesn't cut it. I think they do that because to get the 66, you need the 7, so they don't need to do that. So if you have the 7 or the 65 or the 82 or those numbers, or you're a partner, officer, director of that company, you're accredited.
Okay. Are the qualified buyers, is that Quibs?
No.
That's I thought to point that might be a good thing to point out.
Right. So qualified, right. So here we go. Qualified clients are
one's a person, right?
Right. So qualified clients is 2.2 net worth or 1.1 under management. Qualified purchasers, 5 million or more. Qualified institutional buyer is an institution that has, if it's a regular institution, investing a financial institution of 100 million or more, or a broker dealer of 10 million or more. Because broker dealers are considered sophisticated, so broker dealers with more than 10 million under management or investable assets are considered Quibs. But all other ones have to be over 100 million. So they can literally do anything. That's the thing. So, like if you do a Reg S outside the country or a Reg D, you can sell it you can't really sell it during the first 6 months unless you sell to a Quib. Okay. So Caesar, Pearl Caesar. Okay. They're about everything to do with the 65 or 66. We go where we go, man. We go where we go. We go where we go. What, are you reading something?
You got to see the questions coming in. Very creative on here tonight.
Okay.
The last two that just came in.
So you can see them. I can't get them. Okay. Oh, yeah. Wait, Anders. Yeah. Well, the Kaplan book for the 65, 66 sure is a bear. I think it's smaller. The 63 is smaller, but STC has much smaller books. And according to Mark Esposito, who's by far their best teacher at Kaplan, it's like him and everyone else falls behind. I think he said that they're reducing it by like 20. They're going to cut out like 25% of the book. Okay. Yeah, no one ever feels good, right? So that's the thing. Maybe get with a tutor, maybe do the Friday night thing. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it'll put you over the top. Like if you're in the mid 70s, high 70s, and you're getting them not because you're memorizing, you're usually, enough to pass. Whether you do or not, we don't know, but you know enough to pass. Okay. That's fine. Just remember, lean on the SDC more. Use the ChatGPT to get the concepts, not the details, because they still think T plus settlement is T plus 2. And sometimes they hallucinate and they say, well, like they will literally say a law and you go, are you sure that's true? And it'll say, yes, here's the case law. And it literally fucking made it up.
I love the hallucination conversation with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah. And and if you go, oh, yeah, you're right. Like one time I was doing it to give me information on front running, like broker dealers that had violations. And literally it made a chart, and 3 of them are like ABC broker dealers. And I'm like, did you make them up? Well, yeah, I needed to fill it in. I said, no, my prompt is, don't make anything up. I only want facts. If it's nothing, it's nothing. 10 minutes later, boom, boom, boom. So I'm like, fucking A, you can't learn. It's like a fucking 4-year-old. Okay. That's the only thing that makes me feel good, that it still makes a lot of mistakes. Okay. Phoenix, greetings. Okay. Schwenk. Okay. Okay. STC, that's a good one. Okay. Exam FX, I don't love them. For the Schwenk, for the SIE, they're fun. Look, in reality, if you're going to get if you do the essay, if you can do achievable, do achievable. However, the thing is, none of them for the SAE. I mean, Kaplan, Notman, STC, Achievable, Exam FX, Training Consultants, they all can get you past the SAE, pass perfect. But when you get to the 7, it's harder. If you have to use them, that's fine, but I'm not big fans of theirs. They're fine for supplements, but I do not love them for like a primer. I think they go heavy enough. Okay. I can't believe one of these books is 700 pages. It has no need for that. Literally, if I wrote a book, it'd be like 90 pages. What?
That's insane.
I tried to, I kind of mapped out like my wording for a book. I think I couldn't get past 100. I mean, granted, you had to put questions and a filler in there, but I'm just like, wow, that's crazy.
I think about that all the time. If we were to take our knowledge and put a book together and do it in the least amount of pages, what could we get it down to?
I could do it in under 200. Easy.
You think you can get the bullets down to?
Yeah, I definitely could. I mean, maybe 220 or something like that, but there's no way I need to. The only like STC is 370, right? But the last like 70 pages, it's a glossary.
Right. So forget that.
Right. And that's by the way, guys, there's some really good videos I have out there called Financial Terms. I did an 8-hour video, A to Z. I should put it in there. It's fucking outstanding. It's literally 8 hours of me going over the words A through B, A through B, A through C. Just for the Series 65 and 66. Series 66. 666 glossary. Where is it? 8 hours of definitions and terms. I'm going to put it in here. If you're bored and you have a spare 8 hours to go, just have fun. Cesare, go back to studying. Absolutely. Put my hand down. I'm getting the wrong hand. I got to figure out what that means. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay, so there's a good one. Okay, here we go. I got to figure out what gear means. Oh, I get it. I put my hand down. I got it. Now I get it. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. Okay, so now, so let's go with this. So let's say you're married. So Jeff, let's say you're married and your wife finally says, I'm sick of you. She divorces you. Okay. So, but let's go the same way. So let's say you stay married and you guys can retire. So you're going to get, she works too, and you work. At the end of the time when you retire, you will, she can either choose her Social Security benefits or her portion of yours, right? That's the way that works. Okay. So you're really going to get double. I don't know if you get half or whatever. I don't know what you get. But let's say John and Jane get divorced. As long as they were married for at least 10 years, and so as John and Jane gets divorced, I'm going to assume John makes the most money because I'm the patriarchy, baby. Patriarchy rules. Now, the guy makes the most money in this case. The woman doesn't. Just say she does. Maybe she's a couple of years off to have kids, blah, blah, blah. So her benefits are going to be less than his, but they get divorced. As long as she doesn't get remarried, she can choose between hers or her ex-husband's.
What if the ex-husband gets married?
Doesn't matter.
So the new wife isn't entitled?
Yeah, she gets it too. As long as they're married for 10 years.
So the government.
So I really thought of this. I thought of this. So if you thought about this, as you started at 20 years old and you got married for 10 years and got divorced on the 10 and a half years every time, you could literally have 5 different people feeding off your Social Security.
Really?
As long as they don't get remarried.
Do they each get like 20% if it was 5 married?
I don't know. I don't know what the spousal benefit is, right? Let's see. So it's like they have the spousal. There it is. Look at that. Goes right into it. Must have heard me. They get maximum is 50% of the spouse's benefit. Okay. So you get 50%. So then what happens is, so let's say you're married and your wife is going to get a benefit of like $2,500 a month, right? and you're going to get $6,000 a month. She's better off picking her spousal benefits from you. Right? But if she's $2,500 and you're $3,500, she's better off taking her own.
Because she would get half.
Right, because she gets half of it, right?
Yeah.
So like right now, so if I retired at full time age, say I think I was going to get, I don't know, it's like 4,800, whatever the hell it is, right? Okay. She will get 2,400 or whatever half of that is, my wife. Even if we get divorced, she gets half. But so that's what, so now if it's disabled, I think she can take it as early as 60. And I don't know the under 16 rules. Don't worry about that too much. But here's the classic example of just explain it. So one of the girls in my class was married for 20 years. She got divorced. She got remarried, and her husband died after 1 year. She the only one she can use is her own now.
Huh.
So, right? That sucks.
Makes you think.
Now remember, it sounds sexist, but let's flip it out. Say the husband and wife get married, they get divorced, and the wife makes more money. The husband can grab the spousal as long as he doesn't get remarried. So once you get remarried, you lose the ability to grab the other person's until you're married for 10 years with a new person. Now here's questions that pop up. Let's say you have, it's not Social Security. I shall stick with it. So if you can take, how early can you take Social Security, Jeff?
59 and a half?
62.
62.
You can do your retirement, your IRA and shit at 59, right?
Yeah,
so the earliest you can take Social Security is 62 unless you're disabled and it's younger at 60. Now, if you do take it at 62, you get less than the full. You get like 60%.
Right.
And you'll always, whatever the number is, you'll always get 60%. Even when they do the COLA raises, you'll always get 60% of what you should have. And guys, this is on the exam. So this is not like I'm just rambling on stupid shit. This all could be on the 65 or 66. 63, you're not. Now, for every year you work, every year that you wait, it's a little higher. If you wait till 70, they actually give you like a 20% bonus. But go back to the one. So if you take it early under full retirement, every hour, if you still work, they penalize you. So if you still have a job, for every dollar you earn, they reduce your benefit by 50 cents. But then I didn't know this. You actually get it back when you take retirement. So it's weird. So let's say you start taking at 62, you're supposed to get $3,000, but you only get like $2,000 because you're working, right? That $1,000 a year builds up, and then when you hit full retirement at 67, you'll get a $10,000 check. It's weird. I didn't know that one until this guy Taylor Soanes, who does a lot of TikToks, I watched him and I looked it up. I was like, oh, it's interesting. So a lot of people say to take it early, but I'm like, if you're fucking working, that's dumb. Now, if you wait till your full retirement, whether it's 67 or 68, depending on how old you are, once you hit full retirement, you can work scot-free. There's no penalties for working if you wait for until your full retirement. There's Social Security. Now, let's add a little bonus. Let's say you have an IRA and you die. Okay? It's all this morbid shit. This whole test is about people who die, right? So if you have an IRA and you die, if your spouse gets it, he or she can roll it into their own IRA and do whatever they want. If it's a non-spouse, they have to take it out over a 10-year period.
That's a new law.
Yep. That's as of 2024. And what's funny, when they first said it,
that's screwed a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Because
they don't have to pay a penalty, but they got to take it out, right? So
not take it out, but like let's say you're in the peak earning years of your career, now you're fortunate to inherit $1 million IRA.
Yeah, you got to take out $100,000 a year.
Yeah, I mean you're losing like potentially.
You can lose 40. You can lose $40,000 a year.
Yeah,
if not, yeah, at least. Yeah. I guess you can. No, there's nothing you can do.
No.
But it's funny when they first came out with it. I saw that the IRS goes, "Hey, we're going to do it where you have to take it out over," because the ruling says by the 10th year, which means I can wait the 10 years. But oh no, they don't do that. So
I
It's
don't.
actually,
I do not like that law at all.
I know. It's a money grab. Yeah, although I sort of understand that, imagine if you're 25 and you inherit somebody's IRA, they got to wait another 40 years to touch the money. They're not doing that. I like the old one that you could take it out over your lifetime. They should give you that. Like you should get a new one.
That I understand, but depending on where you are in life,
Yeah. If you're making $100,000 a year, you just went into AMT territory, you went into 37% territory, plus taxes, and plus, like if you're in New York now, this new guy who's going to come in, they're trying to put up they're trying to make it almost a 5% sale income tax.
What I don't like about it is that it's not that the person inheriting the money is getting less. I think it's kind of insulting to the person who worked for that money.
It's all gone.
It's all gone.
Yeah. Yep. So I don't know what to do.
And it incentivizes people to drop out of the workforce, because then it might make more sense to just not get a paycheck.
It's true. If you're like 55, right?
Exactly.
And you're top earning, you go, you know what? Let me take it. In reality, do you remember what Ron did? He I think he got paid on December 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get paid. He didn't have them pay him for a full year, and he took Social Security that year.
It's not a good setup.
No, I agree. But I mean, maybe there's a way to leap. I don't know if there's a way around it. But anyway, that shit's on the test. The IRS stuff is on the test. So, like I said, I don't mind talking about it because we have it back and forth and we go over. Okay. Noah, oh, I see Andrew's question. That's funny. No. I can get into. I'm not going to go too deep into it. But when I started teaching in 2006. So like for fucking sandwiches. So literally, Bank of America said they told everyone on the floor they had to get this 7 within 3 years. To give everyone on the floor, everyone on the stock exchange, because there was an exemption up until then that if you worked on an exchange, you didn't have to get the 7. You're fucking there fighting the front lines. You don't need the 7 because you're not dealing with like customers. You're dealing with broker dealers and hedge funds and shit, like professionals. And they said they had to get it. And I think they did it to fire the teletypists because they all had to get it too, even though they're just typing shit in. They said anyone who worked on the floor had to get the 7. So I helped. There were 3 or 4 of them. I helped them teach, and they said, "Oh, somebody's hiring as teacher for Greco Financial, he's still around." And I worked for him, and it just kind of snowballed from there. I went on my own. Like 2 years later, I went on my own. I was just teaching on the floor, like right after work. We'd sit at one of the specialist posts and just work on shit. It was interesting, and then it just blew up. And then I started doing this. Jeff's idea was to start doing free videos on YouTube, and then look what happened. Okay. See, I give you credit for it. Okay. So, yes. Oh, these are funny. Okay.
I like these.
If Burgundy sells price, so, okay. So, let's pretend that's securities. New York, yes. Pennsylvania, no. No, let's go. If this is an IA, I know it's funny, but I'm going to play around with it anyway. If it's an IA, New York, yes, they have to register. Pennsylvania, no. But if it's a broker dealer, they register them both. And I wouldn't eat the fries. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, well, depending if you're in California, they have a minimum 30 hour minimum wage is $30 an hour. Okay. Jack, we're gonna get this, baby. Kelly, I'll get you in a second. But let's see if there's anyone else taking it soon. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. 1,400 pages of shit. Yeah, but my glossary is fucking great. Okay. You're gonna pass. Howie, baby, Hurricane, baby, you're gonna pass. What do you need to know for REITs for the SIE? Know that they trade on it. And by the way, this would be good for the 65 too, because the 65 has overlap. REITs are a packaged product that trades real estate. They are liquid unless they say non-traded. Most REITs are on an exchange. They're liquid. It's a way of diversifying your real estate holdings. They pass through 90% of their income. They are not eligible for that qualification thing. Like, I don't know if you know this, but if a corporation owns another company, they only pay tax on half the dividend. Not if it's a REIT. Mutual funds, preferred and common, yes. REITs, no. They are liquid. You can buy them on margin. You can sell them short. For the SIE, that's what you need to know. They're diversified real estate. They have to distribute 90% of their income. They're liquid. They trade on exchange normally, unless they say non-traded, and you can buy them on margin. You can sell them short. Okay. And they only pass through the gains, not the losses. Jack, you don't need luck. You're going to get it, baby. Oh, got it. Yeah, that's fucking brutal. That is goddamn brutal. Okay. Best study for the 6. I think STC are achievable. I really do. Okay. Juan, hold on. Juan, did we know you passed? Did we know Juan passed?
No.
I don't remember. I'm giving you one anyway. I'll give you a shorty one.
What now?
I know. That's your answer to what now? Jump for joy, baby.
The world is your oyster.
Yeah, baby. So if you don't, I mean, if you have it, so what now? Oh, so I think he's just sad that he's leaving, that he's not here anymore. I think that's the whole thing. That he said he's going to leave the comedy stylings of Ken and Jeff. Okay. Enjoy your life, man. Enjoy the fucking summer. Get the CFP. That depends, right? So if you're doing the, if you're in the wealth management, go get your CFP. If you're trading, get the CFA. That's what somebody asked me in the class today. Should you get the CFA or CFP? I'm like, you're an analyst. The CFP does you no good at all. Because they're on a trading desk. Get the CFA, if anything.
Do you think those, the CFA and the CFP both carry as much credibility today as they did a couple of years ago?
I think the CFA does. I think the CFP doesn't because there's so many fucking things. CLC, CRC, CPSCs.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking letters, right? But I think the CFA is legit. Like, yeah, because the thing is, you don't put the CFA for mom and pop. They don't care. But if you walk in with a CFA, you're going to get a bump in pay. You walk in with a CFA, you're going to get a bump in pay. So CFA means something to managers, not to retail. Okay. Josh, best tips: get some sleep read customer accounts and go over the investment. So I don't know if you. Yeah, I'm only 10 minutes behind. Yes, I would read customer accounts one last time. Watch my Quick and Dirty. Get some sleep, baby. Sleep is underrated. I can't say that enough. Sleep is underrated. Okay. Oh, got it. Juan. Okay, so you have all the licenses. Okay, if you like where you are, good. If you want to go to another place, look at Edward Jones. If you think you can build a book, look at Edward Jones. They give you a good cut. It's tough to work at because you got to, after about a year or so, you're on your own. But they help you out. Edward Jones, I think you can go to a Morgan Stanley. You can go to JP Morgan, Goldman, UBS, all these firms on the wealth management side. You can go to Schwab. The problem with Schwab and like a Fidelity is if you have a book of business, they don't want it. They have no interest in it. You know what I mean? So Juan, yeah. So if you just don't want to be selling annuities all day long, and look, the New York Lifes and Northwesterns, Primerica is fine. I just think they don't get this. It's not Primerica because you get the 7. If you want to build the book, that's fine, but they really push the insurance. But if you want to be really investment managing, yes, look at Morgan Stanley, look at JP Morgan, look at Goldman, look at UBS, RBC, Edward Jones, Raymond James, Schwab. Again, the thing with Schwab and Fidelity is, again, they don't want you to they don't care if you're bringing business. They could care less.
RIA in a box.
Well, there you go. RIA in a box. You start your own RIA, baby. Zach. You're talking to Josh, but don't be scared, baby. Okay. Do know. Ian, we'll get to you in a second. I don't know. My ear feels like something just. I'm probably having a stroke. A stroke on this side? I have no idea. Okay, now. Okay. What are so Zach, you're taking on the 22nd. You got 8 days. Keep hammering. Josh, you guys talk to each other. That's good. Okay. I love it. Okay, 66. Ian, I have a whole 66 playlist, which is fantastic. But you can't get away without having some happiness. Let's go, baby. Ian.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Cotton Eye Joe, baby. And Anders told me there's better Denmarkian bands. Okay. Ian, that's awesome. So get the 60, finish the book, watch my videos, the whole playlist. I think it's a lot. It's like 53 videos, but they're not long. I'm not long-winded. I don't take fucking 3 hours to make a point. It's all that shit. They're pretty quick. And then start taking chapter quizzes, baby. It's funny. I can see on the phone how far behind it is, like when my videos come through, because it's on the phone. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Fidelity. I forgot about Merrill Lynch. I wonder if they're going to stay with Bank of America because they just butt heads all day long. Okay. I like when these people are talking to each other. I don't have to get involved. Josh, SIE tips, customer accounts. I can't say that enough. And then if you can watch my Quick and Dirty, that's the way to go. Yeah, Jacob. Yeah. That's what they're talking about. It counts toward the 5. If you solicit an estate, it counts toward your 5 people. You can have 5 homeboys and not have to register. Once you get the 6th one, boom. When you get half a dozen, I do not have CFP videos, but there's a guy, Joe Neeson, on LinkedIn that I follow. I'm friendly with him. He's good. He has he does some podcasts and videos and stuff. But CFP takes actual brains, and I try to stay away from that shit. I know my shit. I'm not dumb, but I know what I don't want to do. Oh, I'm only a couple minutes behind. How great is that? We actually may finish at 9. Do you have any you have anybody tonight after this or no?
9.
You have one at 9?
Yeah.
Look at you. Okay, is that just the most tricky? Guys, and I'm telling you right now, the people, did you see the feedback on the website?
No.
Are you meeting Ava?
Yes.
Okay, she gave good feedback already. Okay, good.
Oh, great.
My customer accounts, okay. No, so Jack, I say customer accounts because it's like easy, low-hanging fruit. It's like a fucking softball. And the problem is everyone reads that in the beginning and forgets it. You want it top of mind, baby. You want that shit top of mind. Okay. Oh, Devin's, yeah. Look, Devin. I can have a stroke on either side. Yeah. Okay. I know. I get it. But I just feel like something's like I always think of the heart attack as the left hand. Every time I feel tingling in my left hand, I'm like, am I having a heart attack? Using achievable for 65. What is it? Okay. Let's see, boss. Using achievable 60. What is best for the first time? Yeah, go through the chapter quizzes and then get through all of them. Get through all the chapter quizzes and then look. It should give you advice on what your lowest sections are. Go back and reread, watch videos on that stuff. Absolutely, that's the best way to do it. Okay. Oh God, you don't need my advice. Okay. Boom. That's right. So. Right, the wording. So I'm going to say, I tell everyone to do this. No matter what vendor you have, go buy the Kaplan Q Bank. It's like $40, $50. It's worth doing. Just go buy the Kaplan Q Bank. It'll help you a lot. Again, it's just extra questions. Because you're doing well. Once you're this way. Once you're done with the chapter quizzes and you feel good, go buy the Kaplan Q Bank or watch some of my videos. So I have a couple of videos where I take tests online. It's called exam walkthroughs. Go do those, see how you do, and then go nail this thing. So Howard, you're in good shape. You're really good shape. Either the quick and dirty or the gorilla style, baby. For the 7, it's either the quick and dirty or I have the whole. Remember, I have a whole crash course playlist. So if you can watch some of them tonight and tomorrow morning, that's the best. But make sure you either watch the quick and dirty, the one where I get sung by a bee, or the gorilla style, where I don't get sung by a bee. There you go. UBS, baby. Okay. Oh, yeah, definitely do it. Fucking A. No, I don't know how different they are, but everyone I know who's missed the 66 by a point or two found the 65 way easier than the 66. I don't think and then the people who take the 66 straight off don't say it is, but I wonder if that they're not used to a hard test. I think the 66 is hard. I really do. And I'm not saying the 65 is easier, but everyone that has failed the 66 has come to me. And I said, why don't you just do the 65-63 combo? They've all banged it out in 2 weeks. Like I had one girl, Kalino, I love. She was so nervous about taking this. She failed the 66 twice, got a 71 both times. Then I said, just take the 63. She was really nervous about it. She goes, what if it's bad? I said, just fucking take it. She took it, thought it was easy. She took the 65 like a week later, same nerves because she thought it was. She goes, oh my God, it was so much more straightforward than the 66. And it has a lot of 7 overlap. That's the thing. Howie, it's a lot of 7 overlap. Like, look, I understand. Like, I almost say I'd rather you take the 7, 65, 63 route, but I get taking one test is better than 2. But there's so much fucking overlap between the 7 and the 66, 65. Grant, that's outstanding. Okay. That's why I say to fucking read it. Because everyone sucks at them. So, Andrea, that's why I'm starting to do I'm trying to do all of them as one-off items, like customer accounts, this or that, and a bunch of motivational cringy videos too, because I think they're fun. Like somebody posted that the one I did of where I'm standing in the snow bare feet got them inspired. Did you ever see that one?
Which one's that?
I have one where I have a short. I think it's on both where I'm standing in the snow barefoot. Middle of winter. And they go that because I said standing in the snow hurts. But you know what hurts more? Not reading the fucking book. Look at what I do for you guys. I put my life on the line to get you guys to pass this shit. But yeah, now I'm doing a lot of I do some long videos, but I'm trying to keep short ones so people can find them easier. Okay. Of course I fucking do, Zach. Of course I do. I think achievable questions are different than the actual one. Zach, go to my exam, find my videos in the playlist. It's one of the early ones. I think it might be hard to find, but if you look, it might be called customer accounts. So you might be able to find it under customer accounts in the playlist. But go to my exam walkthroughs, take the first 4 videos, see how you do. They have tests where I take them online, try them out, see how they do. Howard, I like. Devin, I don't know. You can take a look. I don't think I have anything for a couple more days. But next week should open. Do me a favor, Devin, shoot me a text. I'll see if I can find some time this weekend. I may be able to squeeze in. If not, over the or early week, because I finished my last day of the analyst class was today. So no more city driving, which I'm missing because I like the deli I go to. I love. Like they see me for 3 weeks every summer. Okay. I'll see what I can do. For the vendors, I like STC, Kaplan, or Achievable. I like them all. Howard, I like STC. Really, I would say get STC or Achievable, and then buy the Kaplan Q Bank. That's the best of both worlds. Again, it's like buying the Whopper, or the chicken parm sandwich from Burger King when they have it, and going across the street to get the McDonald's fries. And their shakes. And McDonald's shakes are better. Not that I have any. I'm just saying allegedly they're better. Howard, that's fine. So yes, so you're so close. You're going to get this. The 65 shouldn't be a problem for you. You got to jump or no?
Yep, I'm going. I was just going to say okay.
Okay, go head out, and I will see you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, good. Bye. Okay. Taking my exam tomorrow, probably to go 5,000. Okay. Yeah, enough. This is what I tell everyone. Don't hope. Howard, I'll get to you in a second. I want to talk to you. Do not hope for an easy draw. That's defeatist, okay? Yes, it's great that if you get one, do not hope for an easy draw. I want you to think you want a fair draw that you can kick it. Enough. So anyone on here taking it, I need you all to say I'm going to pass the test. I want everyone on here to say I'm going to pass the test. You got to say it. Have to say it, baby. I need you to. So Anup, I want you to say it. You're ready. I want you to say I'm going to pass it. Don't say I need an easy draw. Say I want. Because literally asking for an easy one is defeatist. That means you think you're not ready. No, Howard, I know. I love that video. That brutal exam video is one of my favorite videos. And if you guys think it helps, please share it to people. It'll help them out. That's the other thing. If you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe and share this shit. Okay. And send notifications on so you get the stuff. And Howard, thank you for saying that. Okay. Your mom, I'm going to get to you. Okay. So Howard, I am now telling you you're not allowed to change answers. From now on, you're not allowed to review your questions. Don't go back and review. Don't do it anymore. So how to stop second guessing? Stop doing it. Because I'm going to make it the easy way. I want you from now on, I want you to take a test. From now until today, take one tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and on Tuesday, come on. And I want you to take 4 tests without reviewing. Literally, once you're done, hit send and see what your score is. And I bet your scores pop. Do them with the answers off. but you do not review answers ever. No. So your job right now for the next 4 days is not to use Mark for review or anything. Do not review. Try that and see what happens. Yourmom.com. That's great. Your mom, that's awesome. Your mama, that's awesome. Congrats. And thank you for watching them, man. Okay. No, I do not. Anders, we'll get to that. So I do not believe the Q Bank is closer to the actual exam. I don't. It's more than achievable, but that's a low bar. But I think they're harder. And I think they're harder than the exam. So if you can pass them, you're good. But nobody teaches this shit better than achievable. I swear to God. Nobody teaches it better than achievable. They have it down. They have it down how to teach this stuff. I'm going to put the link in here, see if it works. See if I can make this work. Hold on. I'm going to put it in through my channel. Let's see. See if that link helps. Okay. Anders, yeah, shoot me an email. We'll find a hat for you, baby. What color do you want? I have pink. I have black. I have white. I used to have yellow. I have red. I have the red. So it's funny. Whenever I wear the red one, my daughter yells at me. She says I look like a MAGA. Okay. That's right. Go in there like you're going to beat it. Absolutely. Okay. And up. Absolutely. Here we go. Anders, we got this, baby. Howard, I'm going to pass. The other Howard, going to pass. Phoenix. Tracy. Again, hey, we love this. Boom, I love it. Brunch with Belinda, I love it. Retired educator. So now you retired as an educator and you're going into this hell of finance. Good luck with that. That's awesome. So although if you're a teacher and you can handle kids, you can handle anything. Some good shit. Okay. Oh, Elizabeth, you're in good shape. You're in good shape. Definitely in good shape. But this way, you know enough to pass. You just have to make sure that you're confident enough to pass. Oh, there we go. Let's see. No, don't be worried. The SEC, no, Notman does the 63 well. I mean, if you want to buy Kaplan Q Bank or buy Achievable or STC, totally fine. But no, you're in good shape. If you're passing the exams, and Notman is solid. I don't always mention Notman because they don't really sell to retail too much. They do a little bit, but they're solid. They're a little on the pricier side, but their videos are good. Their books are good, even though they say not to read them. I think their books are fine, and their questions are hard. So if you can pass their questions, you're going to be fine. Zach, you can work at a place like with all those licenses except for the 7. You can go to Primerica, you can go to like a New York Life or whatever those places, or Northwestern. But in reality, there's no pay on those. So if you really want to do it, apply to Schwab, apply to Fidelity, okay? Okay. Go to Fidelity, go to Schwab, go to Edward Jones. They will sponsor you for the 7. And the fact that you have 2 of the 3 of the exams down already means they're going to feel good about it. Go to Merrill Lynch, go to UBS, go to Morgan Stanley. Their pay is, I mean, the problem is like New York Life is good. Northwestern is okay. Primerica it is what it is. But they don't pay. It's all eat what you kill. Okay. That's where I would go. I would literally try to get a job where they pay a salary. Again, and like Schwab is probably 65, 80. Fidelity's probably there. But we were talking about the other day. Anyone I know that works for Fidelity, the pay isn't amazing, but it's fine. Nobody leaves. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they take naked pictures of everyone. I have no idea. But they literally, everyone stays for fucking life. Like, no, the average, I bet you, I don't know, but I bet you the average career there before they leave is like 8 years, which is incredible because they're treated well. Here's a big thing. They promote from within. That's the big thing. I mean, I'm sure they hire people for higher jobs, but most of the jobs I see online are for like beginner jobs. And then I think all the promotions are from within. Okay. I don't worry about dates. So wait, enough. What test do you take in? Hold on. Oh, enough. It's too late to worry about that shit. Just find my. So you what enough? What test do you take in? Again, no, but yes, it would. You could still go to the same places, but Anders, that's funny. Okay. What, Fidelity? Okay, enough. Find my Crash Course playlist. Find my Crash Course playlist. I have a video. I have 2 videos. There's a good videos in there, but inside that playlist, the 7 Crash Course, there's a video on taxes and then one on option taxation. Go check that out. It's like 20 minutes long. You don't need to spend 2 hours on a fucking video like that. It's a waste of time because you forget what they were talking about in the beginning. Okay. Go find them. So enough, go find those videos. Okay. Enough? Good. See, I try. I'm working on it. Although, if you say that, that easily could be a YouTube name that makes it that says something dirty. But okay. No. So let me go back to this. First of all, go find my Crash Course playlist on the 7. It's in there, and find the 2 taxation videos. It'll help you a lot. And I would do the suitability one. I would do the whole of them, but there it is. Okay, we got that. So Clay Travis. No. The 63 should be easier than the SIE. So, but you got to go hard at it, right? If you go hard at it, you'll be fine. That's what she said. Just make sure you read the whole thing. Do a lot of questions. Make sure you're passing. Make sure you got the ethics down, and we're going to be fine. You're going to rock this thing. Okay. So Zach, what I'm saying is that, yes, it would probably open up more. But all of those places, what I just said, Schwab, Fidelity, Morgan Stanley, they will pay you to study for the 7. And the fact you have the 6 and 65, 63 already makes it easier. Maybe if you have a book of business, I don't know if you're doing insurance and stuff, but if you have all those licenses, if you get the 7, it makes it easier. But most of them hire people and they go, oh, you have 3 weeks for the SIE, 3 weeks for the 7, 3 weeks for the 66. They'll only have 1 test for you to take. So you're in good shape. I would not worry about it. So it may open up more stuff, but if you right now start applying. Okay. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about the 63. Just go hard at it and you'll be fine. This is what I say about the 63. If you go easy, it's a hard test. Like if you believe people say it's an easy exam, then it's hard. But if you go at it like it's the hardest test you have, it's an easy test. Okay. Damn right. Oh, and you got to... So seriously, everything is good until the last 2 fucking words enough. I should ban your ass. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They all do. Really? I'm a Jet fan and you got to do that shit or not? Okay. So I think, don't worry about the 63. Okay. Yeah, so Victoria. Okay, it is Victoria. Okay. Yeah, so for 2 questions. So here's the thing. This is the biggest mistake people do. They act like they missed by 2 questions. So you need to let that shit go. Act like you missed by 30 points. And so go back and reread the book. If you didn't like your vendor, if you're a Kaplan, get Achievable. If you're Achievable, get SEC. If you're SEC, get Achievable or Kaplan. And just read the book. Read the book again. I know that you don't want to do it, but you have 30 days. Okay? So that's the problem, right? So you're just worried about what do you call it? Everyone tries to worry about just making up a couple points. Don't do that. Act like you're brand new and you have 30 days. That is so, I'd almost even take a few days off, then read the book, then do this stuff. Going to make you a bitch other than the bills part again. Tony, thank you very much, baby. Tony's got his own channel. I think is it called Tony Denaro? He does a lot of good stuff on there. If I remember right, it's all about trading and stuff. Let me see if I find that. Hold on. Tony's got a good following too, I think. Hold on. I think I have that right? Yeah, baby. He does a lot of day trading. I think it's day trading if I remember right. Yeah, baby. A lot of other stuff. So here, hold on. Let me click on this. He does a lot of good stuff in here. So here, check it out. Hold on. He's actually, it looks like he's doing some Series 65 and Finner stuff too. This kind of cash flow, which people have a lot of trouble with. So here, guys, if you're, boom, there we go. Go, everyone who's on here, check out Tony. He's getting he's starting his 65 journey. He's going to track it up and he's going to follow it along. So yeah, follow up and ask him questions and stuff because he's a trader, so he knows this stuff. So if anyone wants to follow his track on the 65, you know, sometimes it's community helps, right? Being with each other. So there's a link for Tony's channel. Okay. Yes, Howard, it is. So the 65. So this is the thing. People go, where do you have the 65 only? The problem is if I put up the same video for 2 different titles, YouTube gives me shit. So anything that's, understand, if you're taking the 66, anything that's a 63 or 65 is good for it. If you're taking the 65, anything that takes 63 and 66 is good for it. If you're taking the 63, only the 63 stuff. So that's what it works. Because the 63 is a regs portion of the test. The 65 is a financial advising and the other stuff part of the test. And 66 is both. So they definitely work both. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you, Elizabeth, it is. I was interviewed there. They offered me a job like 2-3 years ago, but I could only work in the morning because I wasn't like willing to, because I didn't want to give up my teaching. I said, I can do from 6 to 12. And it didn't work out. We couldn't find the shift at work because they needed someone at night or like in the afternoon. I was going to just answer phones. I would love to do that all day and just answer phone and tell them about products. Like I was going to, UBS wanted me to do that where I just sit on the phones at home. People call up and go, hey, what do you think about this? And I was going to do it, but I like doing this. I like my sleep in the morning because I teach, like I don't have any students tonight, but a lot of times I end up teaching till like midnight. Okay. And guys, again, everyone check out a couple things. Go check out Brandon With over at Basic Wisdom. He has great stuff. Tony, he has a good personality and he's going to track his way getting through the 65 stuff. It's probably good to watch because it's good to learn to see how people are doing it. Like I can't do that because I already have it. And if I tried to act like I was studying for it, it'd be disingenuous. So I don't want to do that. Okay, it looks like we got to the end, baby. Okay. And that is a wrap. Not bad. 9:15, hour, a little over an hour. It's funny. Every time I do this, I'm like, is it going to last an hour? Is it going to last 10 minutes? I don't know because you never know how it's going to go. Thursdays are just weird. And come football time, Thursdays are horrible. I mean, even I'm sitting here watching this. I'm watching everyone but the fucking Bills. Anyway, no, I'm okay with the Bills. They're the only real New York team now, right? Okay. And I think they deserve to win. You'd like to get well, not before the fucking Jets get one, but I do think the Bills should get one at some point. They just love going to the Super Bowl and not making it. Okay, everyone. I love doing this. I will see you guys next Thursday. Remember, if you're taking the Finner exams, first of all, don't forget to join. Oh, Zach, I'm $200 an hour, but my other tutors are, I have Michael. He's doing the SAE. That's 65. I have Arseny and Mike, they're between 95 and 120, and they do all the other exams. But thank you. Shit. Okay. So Friday nights are the membership. So if you join the membership through my YouTube, not on my website, through the YouTube, you pay $25 a month for the serious study time. Make sure you turn notifications on because I send out the link around 4 p.m. Eastern, and we meet from 6 to 7 just for 65, 66 stuff. You bring in questions. And we go over it. You take a screenshot, you bring it up, and there's a good group of like 50, maybe, sometimes 20, sometimes 10. Like it drops when a lot of people pass, and then it goes back up again. It's a good group of people. They're super friendly. It's good stuff. Anyway, okay. And I think we got it, baby. Thank you guys for watching. I love doing this. And I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to like my shit and subscribe if you're commenting and subscribing. But if you like my stuff, share my stuff. Turn notifications on. Only because I have a lot of and the bell and all that, because I put a lot of like, you know, cringy, like get going motivational videos. I think they're motivational. So I also think they're shit. But people say they help. So watch them every morning or every couple of days. You'll see a little video say, get off your ass and get working. Sometimes that's all you need is somebody to kick you in the ass. Some old fat guy to kick you in the ass. Everyone,